The courtroom in downtown Chicago did not look like the place where love died. Clean wood, neutral walls, flags standing still. At the center sat Noah Whitman, 22, former honors student, hands clasped as if praying, though no prayer was coming. The judge adjusted her glasses. The prosecution stood and began with a sentence that cut through the room. This case is not about jealousy. It is about erasure. On the screen appeared Emily Carter, valedictorian, debate champion, volunteer leader. Every photo showed her smiling. Every record showed excellence. Then the screen shifted to Noah. Group photos where he stood slightly behind. Acceptance letters he never received. Recommendation drafts left unfinished. They were together for 3 years, the prosecutor said, but only one of them was seen. The defense objected. Overruled. Context mattered. Witnesses testified, friends who described Noah as supportive, quiet, proud of Emily. Professors described Emily as unmatched. The jury listened as emails were read aloud, Emily's internship offers, conference invitations, scholarships. Then Noah's texts, unsent drafts found on his laptop. I'm happy for you. Do you even need me? Where do I fit? A clinical psychologist took the stand and explained identity absorption, a condition where a person's sense of self dissolves into another's success. When admiration replaces identity, she said, loss feels like annihilation. Noah's eyes stayed fixed on the table. The judge leaned forward. This was not a spectacle. It was an autopsy of a mind that vanished quietly. The prosecutor reconstructed the final conversation without drama. No shouting, no threats, just inevitability. Emily had been accepted into a global fellowship. Europe, 2 years, full funding. She told Noah gently, I can't plan my life around us anymore. The defense rose, but the judge allowed the record to continue. A therapist testified that Noah had begun isolating months earlier. Sleep disruption, identity diffusion, emotional numbing. He wasn't angry, she said. He was empty. The prosecutor then introduced the recording, Noah's own voice memo from the night before. If she leaves, I disappear. The courtroom went still. The method was not theatrical. The act was fast. The medical examiner testified clinically, time, cause, finality. No gore, just certainty. The defense argued dissociation. Noah was not fully present, not fully himself. The prosecution countered responsibility. Preparation, timing, aftermath. The judge asked a single question. Did he believe this was the only way to exist? The psychologist answered, yes, and that belief is the danger. Noah finally looked up, not at the jury, but at the empty chair where Emily should have been. He whispered once, barely audible. I didn't know who I was without her. The room absorbed it, not as an excuse, as an explanation. Closing statements avoided rhetoric. The prosecution honored Emily's life, impact, discipline, promise. Achievement is not abandonment, they said. The defense spoke of collapse. This was not hatred. It was identity loss. The judge delivered the verdict with measured clarity. We recognize psychological fracture, she said, but we do not permit it to erase accountability. Sentence: life imprisonment, with mandatory psychiatric treatment. No applause, no gasps. Emily's parents held hands, grief without sound. Noah's mother covered her face, not to hide tears, but to survive them. The judge added a note to the record. Universities must recognize invisible failures. Outside, commentators debated, monster or victim. Inside, the transcript stood firm. Words matter. Absence matters. And love, when it replaces selfhood, can become lethal. Months later, the courtroom hosted policy hearings. Experts testified about academic pressure, relational identity, and unseen collapse among high-achieving environments. The judge ordered reforms, expanded counseling, identity-based screenings, mentorship beyond performance metrics. Emily's name funded a fellowship, excellence remembered without possession. Noah's file closed with a diagnosis, severe identity diffusion with depressive dissociation. The final page of the court record carried a single sentence, Love should add to a life, not replace it. The bench remained empty. Two lives had once shared a future. Now, only lessons remained, quiet, heavy, necessary. And one question lingered, unanswered by law. When a person disappears inside another's success, who notices before it's too late?